Hi and welcome to the fourth episode of 3-Minute Features on Business Rules. I'm Carl Cookson. Please follow me on these links here or subscribe below. Starting from the entity, select Business Rules, Add Business Rule. At the top is some tools which we will use later. The first part is a condition. This can be a combination of fields, either both values or one or more of the values in an AND or OR condition. In my scenario, I'm going to worry about the status reason for my thing, mimicking an approval process. So firstly, is the status reason waiting approval? Then our first action, I want to make the approver field business required, forcing user to enter a value if it's waiting for approval. Next, make the default value of the log field waiting for approval. Setting values is very limited. You might want a timestamp here, but this is not possible in a rule. Next, the two approval fields need to be visible, allowing my user to enter the values. Now I have achieved everything I wanted to do in this condition. Let's move on to the next condition. If it's not waiting approval, check to see if it is approved. Add a condition to the negative side of the first condition. Select the status reason and a different value. This time we want to still ensure the approver and the log are visible, but lock them both, stopping anyone entering a value once it is approved. But what would happen if the status reason was switched back to waiting approval from approved? The first condition path does not unlock the fields, assumes they're already unlocked. This should be fixed. The business rule editor allows you to copy actions and conditions. Click on the action, select copy, then select paste. The rule editor then asks you where to paste it to. Set the plus where you want it. We want an unlock rather than a lock, so swap over the action. Repeat for the log as well. We can use this technique to cover all the bases or the default condition where it isn't waiting approval or approved. Copy the set business required, paste on the negative condition. Rename it to show we care about maintenance. Same for show approve and log actions with a value set to hide. Once we are done, hit save. This runs the validate, proving that there was no missing parts of the conditions or actions. You can rename the rule by dropping down the top option. The rule is not active yet. We need to activate it, but first the scope has to be considered. Do you want this rule to apply anytime a record is added or updated anywhere in your system, such as inputs, or just when using a form, or just one specific form? Finally, activate. Once activated, this rule cannot be edited, only deactivated. This is then ready to be tested. I create a new thing. The default negative path is running now, hiding both the approver and log fields. As I change the status reason to waiting approval, the first positive branch kicks in, showing the two fields and making the approver mandatory. If I move it to approved, the approver is locked, but the field remains visible. There are a few more options for you in actions around the suggestions and warnings, so let's edit the rule by deactivating first. Let's show an error message to enforce that the approver is required against the field in a custom text. Also, we can recommend a value on this condition for multiple fields. Under details, you can add one or more defaults of fields. I will just recommend a title for now. Hit save, then activate again, and let's see it in action. Where the status reason is waiting approval now, we get an error on the approver field, alerting us we need to fill that in. Also, there is a little light bulb that appears against name. If you click on it, there is a button for you to fill in the form with the fields that we set up. Back to the business rule, there is a snapshot button. This creates a picture of your full business rule to share with others. That was quick. 20 seconds remaining. How am I going to fill this time? Anyone know any good jokes? No, me neither. See you next time when I run through views.